So, as you may or may not know, there is a bit of tension between Hui and Danny. And I've been talking to Hui, and Hui has been thinking that Danny is under stress. At which point I wanted to be like, "You don't say." But I didn't. I don't think they'd have appreciated that. Hui said that what Danny had been doing to the prisoners counted as abuse. And Hui has decided to request that Danny take medical leave, temporarily, in order to reduce stress levels, blah blah blah, better behavior. Anyway, Danny was so unimpressed, and Danny was like, "You can't do that. It's not. I have a job to the prisoners here." Da 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 da. And then Hui decided to give Danny an earful. They said that it was either that or they request an investigation into Danny's recent behavior, and Danny lost it. Until Hui was like, and I have written down here what what Hui said. Hui was so done with Danny's behavior, as it were. They went, "You have put a prisoner in solitary for an invalid reason and for longer than the maximum recommended time. And that the prisoner was found nearly dead from a dezo thanks to a relapse triggered by your actions, e.g. putting them in solitary. You knew that they had a history of drug abuse and didn't put anyone on watch. And not only that, but then you threatened to withhold medical treatment from someone who you don't even know was involved in anything in any way. In fact, all you know is that they found the body. Not body. They found stash, as it were. If you aren't careful, you could be pulled up for prisoner mistreatment. And since this is during an investigation, you need to be extra careful." And Danny just shut up. I think that Danny really does care, though. I mean, I know that Hui thinks that Danny is being dangerous, which I kind of agree with, but I don't think that Danny means to be bad. I think Danny is really trying to help, and just is kind of, I think that not catching the signs with stash, that the death of the Interpath, that, you know, all that kind of stuff is really beginning to get to them, and they're trying in ways that are quite aggressive to fix or to find out things. And I don't know, I don't think that the way that Hui sees Danny is actually... I think that Hui sees Danny as more uncaring than Danny actually is. I think Danny is making mistakes. But again, like, I'm a student. I can say all sorts of stuff from where I am, and it isn't the same thing, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if Danny feels responsible for these events, you know, the death and the near overdose and all sorts of things, and that Danny isn't actually trying to be I think that Danny is trying to help, and it's going pear-shaped, and that's what's really getting to them. And I think Hui is only seeing the actions from a hostile point of view. You know, like, that Danny is doing these things because Danny's mean, and I don't think it's that. I don't think that's how that works. I don't know. I mean, maybe Hui's right. Maybe I'm trying to see the good. Maybe I'm being naive. But I think Hui is so connected to the prisoners because that's their job that they don't. I mean, then again, Hui's requesting medical leave, not an investigation. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Hui. I don't understand psychologist people. They have head shrinks confuse me. They know stuff that I don't get. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? I'm just gonna give up. I'm gonna say I think Danny's probably not a jerk. I think he probably knows more than I ever will. And I hope that everything works out. And that when Danny takes this leave, that it'll be good for them. And that I hope everything turns up roses. So, I guess that's the update for today. I don't really have any more information. Things are getting a little bit sparse, as it were. But I'll get back to you.